There was once a girl named Molly who took exam stress to a whole new level. On the day of her final exams, she was in such a frantic state that you'd think she was defusing a bomb rather than answering math problems. Every tick of the clock felt like a whip on her soul as she scribbled furiously. By the time she finally completed the exam, she was a jittering mess. She barely noticed her brother Tony waving her over to his car. As she slid into the passenger seat, hyperventilating her greeting, Tony stared straight ahead, seemingly ignoring her. Rude, she thought. But before she could tell him off, she remembered she had left her precious study book in the exam hall. So she dashed back to retrieve it. When she returned to the parking lot, she noticed something odd. The car looked like it had moved. But then, her vision was swimming from stress, so maybe she was imagining things. She jumped back in and greeted her brother again. Except, this time, the man behind the wheel wasn't Tony. He was a complete stranger. Molly's eyes bulged, and her internal siren went off. "Wrong car," she shrieked and scrambled out as if her pants were on fire. The baffled driver could only watch her hightail it across the lot. Since that day, she had a strict rule to never get into a car unless the driver called her by name. Which was probably for the best, given her track record. Now, here's where it gets truly bizarre. The stranger she'd mistaken for her brother didn't let the odd encounter slide. Nope, instead, this curious fellow tracked her down. One sunny afternoon, Molly's doorbell rang. There he was, the mistaken motorist himself, standing with flowers and a nervous smile. Turns out, he felt a connection during their impromptu car date. Before she knew it, he was proposing, not for marriage just yet, but for a real date where she'd actually want to stay in the car. After some laughter and several more encounters that didn't involve automotive confusion, she accepted. They are now known in their circle of friends as the couple driven by fate.